Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Some of you may know me from Instagram or TikToks. I do a lot of jokes and or inspirational videos and sometimes some apologetics, explanation of a lot of spiritual concepts. But either way, I'm trying to get more into my YouTube channel, so I'm starting out now today. The topics I'm going to hit on are what it's like to retire from law after 30, well I am 30, and also just talking about what it's like to be single and 30, as well as, you know, some things related to being a Christian woman and how that affects my daily life. So I'm just basically going to go off. So if you like what you see today, definitely go ahead and click like and subscribe below, and you can look forward to more content from me. So let's get into it. So I find it awkward to just sit and talk to the camera for a long period of time without doing something. So I'm going to just do some little designs with my eyeshadow. So y'all want to hear about this? I am 30 and I am retiring from law, or as I should say, I have retired. I still have my license, mind you, but I've retired. So now when it comes to retiring from law, I was working for myself. I was self-employed, so it's not that severe. I do have to work on canceling out, you know, some business subscriptions and making sure I convert my professional liability insurance over to, you know, something called, I think it's called like, I forgot what it's called, but it's insurance you have to buy after your malpractice insurance term is completed. It's actually so that if you do get any claims, you won't get sued. Anyway, so yeah, really big girl stuff. Why did I do this? So I thought I was gonna be doing law for a long time, yeah, at least 15 years or so, like, you know, and then see maybe if I wanted to be a judge or go for that. I definitely saw myself on that track. However, I did see the more creative side of myself. So, you know, after a while I started to think, well, maybe I will retire from law, you know, in 15 years, 10 years or so, and, you know, do something else while I still can, you know. But I definitely didn't see it happening as quickly as it did. I graduated from law school in 2016, passed the bar 2017, and yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I was like obsessed with passing the bar, practice law and be the best criminal defense attorney, or at the time I didn't know I was gonna be criminal defense, but just, you know, represent people. Now, I was working on my own. I was starting to really build up my clientele, my caseload. In March of 2020, I was really about to start billing, y'all. When I tell you about to start billing, I was about to start banking. And then you know what? Pandemic. Man, I was so upset. Literally, I remember 2 weeks after being completely shut down, I was like to my cousin, I was like, I can't be stuck inside. I was just like wanting to get out so bad. Like it was the worst thing to happen to me. So many of the attorneys, I just need something to wipe this up. So many of the attorneys were like, oh, you know, we're gonna be shut down. You know, I think we're gonna be shut down. I'm just like, no, I just got here. I just started to get the money. Like we're not shutting down. But it's funny because God had me bill up that month. Like I was really starting to bill up. And I think he had me do it because he knew I was gonna be out. I'm laughing, but it was sad. Anyways, so all my plans were on hold. I mean, we were just at home. Once I sort of got over the thought of being at home, I just started, you know, making do. So, you know, exercising, you know, to the extent that we were allowed. I started to work on my talents, you know, my skills. I started playing the piano, and honestly, when I started playing the piano, my sole purpose was to just bring attention to God and spread the gospel. You know, I had no intention no intention of like leaving law at this point and doing something else. But over the course of the next 6 months, I started, doing the music thing. And I really just started playing the piano. And honestly, I had learned when I was younger and had done a little fiddling throughout my teens. And then I just decided to play the piano. And once I started practicing again, I really picked up. I mean, I didn't become like, a world-class pianist, but I was like doing pretty decent, and I was surprised to see how quickly it came back to me. So then the fall comes around, fall of 2020, and I'm like kind of tired of the music stuff. So I started just doing these random skits on Instagram. And you know what? I'm like, just thinking of these ideas of what I think could be funny, and it's kind of funny. So I'm like, oh, okay, not me being funny. So, long story short, I start doing the skits during the fall. I start doing inspirational videos. Then I'm like, wow, you like, between the video editing, between the music, between coming up with all these ideas and the scripts and everything, I'm like, wow, well, I think I have a talent for this, So, then I start thinking, and I start feeling impressions. I'm like, I think I might, I don't think I'm gonna be doing law forever. Like, I think I am gonna transition, but it's still way far off. We start coming back to court, and I'm doing my thing. So y'all know about these fasts? Yeah, the 21-day fast. Be careful. I'm trying to tell you, be careful with these fasts. I keep looking at the screen. I need to look at the camera. Be careful with fasts, y'all. Because if you fast, be prepared for your life to change. I mean, drastically. So I will say a couple days before the fast, I was getting this impression, I had this dream, and it was just like, I was running around like a chicken trying to like please these people, and do what they wanted so I could get up to felonies, and I just couldn't do it. So I started to get the impression that I'm like, guys might be taking me out the game more quickly or sooner than I thought. So I don't jump on it, but I start my fast, and I'm fasting and praying. And while I'm fasting and praying, I mean, the ideas are just coming like water. They're just coming like rain, and it's just like, I mean, it's almost like my creative juices were on 10. I wasn't eating during the days, obviously, but yet I had so much creative energy. It was like crazy. Like, I definitely felt like it was the Holy Spirit. Like, just came on me, just like, anyways, I was producing like mad. And then I realized through that course of time that, yeah, look, God wants you to move on. So I did. So here you are at my channel. Welcome. This is definitely new. Most people would see law as the more stable thing, thing you go to afterwards. But you know what I say? I don't want to be nowhere where God's not there. I'm not being cliche. Like, can you imagine? No, I see. I keep looking at the screen. Can you imagine like being in that intense of a field and God is not like co-signing it? No, ma'am. No, sir. Like, I'm not going. Not me. I'm not facing all that liability by myself. Yeah. So what am I supposed to be talking about next? So there's this video that came out recently, and there was this girl on TikTok, and she was basically saying, hey, this girl on TikTok, and she was basically saying like she's discouraged, because she's over 30 and things still haven't happened for her, and she's really for the first time starting to feel like maybe this won't happen. She's starting to say like, I don't want kids because I'm afraid if I say that I want them, I won't be able to have them. So it got me thinking about this topic. And I'm 30, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of those discouraging thoughts have come into my mind. And when you're young, early 20s, you're like, I got time, And the reality is you always have time, because if it's not the right time for you, then you have time. But something about it, like once you get like upper 20s, it's like your body starts betraying you because you're so focused on your career and what you want, but your body's in your mind and your psyche is just like, no, you want kids, you want to have family, and you want love. And you're just like, no, I'm a strong, independent woman. Like, but your mind, your mind and your soul in your body just up and betrays you. And I always tell people, like, I'm a strong, independent black woman. You know what I mean? I didn't even want kids. Like, I wanted kids, but I didn't really like kids like that. Like, it took me, we'll talk about that another day, but a blessing of a child came into my life. I love her so much, but it took that for me to even think that I would want kids. You know what I mean? So, but your body is your body, your mind, and your soul. You may think that you can pour yourself into these tangible things like your job. And to be honest, your job could in some circumstances be better to you because it's more predictable. You know, you don't got to deal with just all the BS. But like, it's not enough, right? Your job is not going to be there, you know, at your deathbed. And honestly, I heard this guy, I forgot his name, but anyways, it was like a little short on YouTube, and he was like, look, like, I don't know what society is teaching women where they feel like it's better to, you know, be a law clerk than to be a mom. And I'm just like, well, if that's what you want to do. But then he said, look, at your deathbed, you're not gonna think, oh gosh, I wish I had done one more doc review. And I'm like laughing because doc review is something that, it's like paperwork that attorneys do. They look over paperwork, make sure it's legal and all that stuff. I won't bore you with the details, but I've done that and it is so boring and it's just soul sucking. And when he said that, I'm just like, you're right. Like, I am not gonna think about how I wished I did one more doc review. I've literally, period. The problem is, and I still feel that way, is that it's hard connecting with people. It's hard connecting with people in this generation because people are so incredibly offensive. Here's what I mean by that. So it's not so much that like people want to say they don't want love or anything like that, but it's just the way that we live our lives, with like hookup culture, with like even if you're not hooking up, just like this, like, you know, online dating, this, oh, I meet you, but I'm not that interested in you, what's next, you know? And, you know, in addition to that, a lot of us, our parents are divorced, so we have that fear that like, yo, this is all like gonna blow up in my face. So there's all this fear and stuff like that. And I mean, then you add in like people that really have bad intentions, like narcissists and all that stuff, and it's just a dangerous place to be. All right, this video is already so long. I didn't even get to other topics. I thought I would, but if you guys want to hear more about this, you know, if you guys want more, you know, maybe I can do a video on tips, you know, for how I survive singleness. If you guys want to hear more about the transition from law to, I guess, influencer or having a life on the stage, just let me know, you know? Let me know, and I will definitely do more of that. In the meantime, definitely make sure to like and subscribe below, and look forward to more content from me. All right, see you guys later.